the city and other town, and yeah. And there you go with no appointment, and you have a doctor, a physician there, and knows what's talking about. This guy was examining me here and everywhere, really taking his time and taking me and asking me, is it okay if I would you like to try another antibioticum? I said, why not? And that was the antibioticum, God antibioticum for me, because the other ones were for me garbage. Because there was no sense to it. You take in an antibioticum and the doctor may know about it or not, that this may not work for very long. I've noticed that. I've been using that one antibiotic, for instance, that the doctor gave me. I was supposed to do, it says in the prescription, 2 to 3 weeks. I took it 1 week and I repeated again. It worked 5 days long. There was no itchiness, nothing, perfect. It also has side effects, right? On the 6th day, wait a minute. That antibioticum, actually, I didn't have that problem yet with that stuff here. That came right afterwards. That antibiotic was actually used for the itchiness here. The blisters that I have in here, right? This is dried out, and the other one looks a little bit different. I had to knirsch again yesterday and someone go deeply again, It did look worse than it looks now. And that was actually for this. These are bacteria causing these blisters, and I have to go really deep in it, like in this situation here. There's this Hornhaut around it in German. It's a skin that makes it more tough to break through. Like when you train karate, kung fu, then you get a piece of, when you're a little bit advanced, maybe not really, you're just beginning, they want to train you. You get a big part, like in Bruce Lee movies, you see that, when he learned it. And it's filled with sand, and this is hot sand. And you're supposed to take your fist and bang it all the time into it. This is very hot, hot. And eventually you get resistant to the heat and to beats. When you beat somebody, you want to fight back, then you get a hornhaut around your skin. It's no more so sensible to cut, This is what's happening here. And eventually, when I get this feeling I have to crunch into it, it's not itching, but I have to, my spirit is guiding me to it. And I go deeper and deeper and deeper into the skin, into the tissue, not deeper, even more deeper, towards the bone or whatever. It's starting to pain, they give pain. But eventually, something pushes me to keep on doing, until I get there. And indeed, there were blisters, bang, bang, bang. After I was surprised, and starts bleeding, of course. And then again, I had to repeat that. Now my brain registers, this is pain, a lot of pain. And again, bang, 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 That antibiotic was actually against that. I've been having that for over 6 years. No dermatologist, because I'm delusional, Dermatologist, forget it. I may bring her the papers today and show her that that's what you've diagnosed me with, these, I don't know if I got this stupid thing with this shit she gave me. It's not that, it's a bacterial infection causing them, and she wants me to take this bottle of liquid, which is citric acid, lemon acid, something inside, mixed specially for me, to put it on the raw skin. It's gonna burn like hell, like in the previous videos that I've made a few videos back, where I've been putting in this alcohol stuff to train, to see what it's like. God, it's a 2-part clip. And she's very bad in diagnosing things. I think all the dermatologists are. And they're just like doctors. They really don't give a damn. They give a damn a little bit. So I've been using these antibiotica, and like I said, I've been using them only 1 week long. 5 days. On the 6th day, I got itchinesses here again. I had to do a little bit here, there. On the 7th day, that was crazy. I didn't want to do it on the 6th day. I don't want to do this anymore. On the 7th day, this was going crazy. These guys were going crazy because on the 6th day already, on the 5th day, they started to resist, but they wasn't there yet. On the 6th day, it started to itch a little bit. That means they were fighting back. On the 7th day, they were going crazy. They were really fighting back. A real war was going on. So I was going into it. And this is bullshit. If doctors don't know that bacteria will resist suddenly an antibiotic, this is bullshit, isn't it? For them, it's just money, 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 right? I am the loser, So that's why it's a good thing that I made that thing at that university hospital. I made it over the distance, I had contact with this professor. The first email I sent before I sent it. Ja, Mutti, ich komme, sorry, tut mir leid. Mutti, was ist das halt los? Eigentlich so. Okay? Ich wusste nicht, dass es so lang wird. Okay. And, so, what was this? I got it out of the concept. My mother just interrupted me. So, there's resistance. About this resistance, yeah, it's about money. Breakfast. Oh. So anyways, I just got interrupted from my mother. I was supposed to go to breakfast and he's kind of upset, I didn't expect this to be so long. So about this resistance, the doctors giving you medication and they don't know that these bacteria, maybe they didn't know what kind of bacteria there is. They just saw a little wound, a little boo-boo, give him a medication, here, it's going to take it. But I felt it. 5 days long, it was quiet. I said, wow, finally I'm healed. On the 6th day, it starts to itch a little bit. On the 7th day, I'm telling you, there was a Syrian war going on here. And I was fighting back, like, I'm going deeper and deeper. They were going nuts, This is horrible, something like that. And if a doctor doesn't know that, doesn't want to help you, to identify it, he waits rather from a dermatologist to get some kind of bullshit report, and he believes that, and then he smiles at you, hello, Bergil, how are you, And the whole practice is smiling at you like you're nuts. Because they might be nuts, This is bullshit. Then the doctor should do something about it. Take a skin test, something. Scrape a little off, it's whatever. This dermatologist, number 9, did a biopsy. And the bullshit came out. It's just on the skin, a super infection. Well, if I read something called a super infection, it means a super infection. And you know what? They're saying these super bugs are happening, or these ticks are getting even worse and bigger and like elephants. This is bullshit. You know what's behind it? What I think is behind it? Because back then when I thought there was scabies, I bought this anti-scabies thing. It looks like a bottle of milk. Put it on and you're not supposed to shower for 3 days. I did everything that's necessary. Putting all my clothes in bags, vacuum cleaners, sucking out that air for, within 24 hours or something like that, or 3 days, those scabies will die. They will suffocate. And you can also wash your laundry in 60 degrees in a washing machine and they will die. Not with Morgellons, right? That's a different story. Or you have to burn your clothes, then they will die. And then what happened was next. Yes, when I ordered that stuff online, then I found a story about a police station. They had scabies. And they were using this Imirant and Imirit, something like that sounding. So that is also this kind of liquid, And then I found on that same day, many hours later on internet, that that medication, that medication didn't have any more medication inside of it. So theoretically, what you were using here, I'm going to use, I said, shit, I've ordered this for $30. Or something like that, and there is no, how was it called, a medication in it. There's supposed to be medication in it to kill them. It's not only you put it on and they suffocate. Same thing with other medications. They're screwing around in Germany as well. You get a medication and it has no kein Wirkstoff. Wirkstoff in German, it's spelled Wirk, W-I-R-K, Stoff, S-T-O-F-F. It's one word, Wirkstoff. Translated in your country. That is the thing that's a medication making in medication. If you buy an antibiotika and it does not have the bacteria inside of it that will kill off your bacteria, what you want to kill off, then you're taking pills, you're getting fat and you're getting side effects maybe, or whatever, you're getting nothing. Nothing's happening. Maybe it's placebo because you may feel better or not. Somebody prescribed me vitamin D tablets. This is bullshit. Vitamin D you get produced. Vitamin D in your body, you need it. It's produced from the sun. This is bullshit, making medication from that and selling it. Because what is this world all about? It's about money. They would sell you even a capsule or a tablet saying this is an invisible capsule or made ice cubes. They're frozen. It's frozen medication. Yeah, you take it and suck it and you will feel better. Inside of it is vitamin D. It's all money, money, money. That's what it is. Yeah. So no medication in this stuff, and it didn't work. Nothing happened. They were just making money on me, and this is sad. And same thing back to the doctor. They should know, because maybe they don't know what kind of medication. No, they don't know what kind of bacteria I have. That's the problem. Dermatologists are not helping. The doctors, either they don't know about it, I don't know. They're just selling. You go there and you go out with a prescription. Not only one, maybe more, many. Even private prescriptions to pay private for it. Why? Money, maybe? Huh? It's just like you're going to a hotel on the next morning. If you don't have paid for it, you get a phone call. 6 o'clock in the morning. Yes. Money. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. And that's it. So when I pick it up, I know what it's called already. It's also, I forgot about the name. The first major antibiotica, that is the important one, which you should take with these other antibiotica, which I will also tell you is a 3-name word for it, that I got at this hospital where I went for emergency treatment in this site beside that hospital, because this was not itching me like crazy.